Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, July 25th, and I'm back breaking down a couple more plays for the Thursday slated games in the MLB. We're going to start by looking at the San Diego Padres going up against the Washington Nationals, and the best play of the day is going to be between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. I'll have 4 total player props today, as well as the 2 best player props towards the end of the video. If you guys enjoy the content, though, please drop a like in this video, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel below, and I hope everybody has a great Thursday on our way to Friday. All right, guys, let's break down some ball. All right, let's take a look at the graphic from Wednesday night. Currently, the Royals, they are still playing. Got down 3-1 now to 4-3 in the top of the 4th or top of the 5th inning. We just had 3 runs in either the bottom of the 3rd or the bottom of the 4th. And we are battling back for the Royals on the money line going up against the D-backs. The other 2 player props have already hit today for the best bets. Jefferson Profar, cookie, absolute cookie from Mitchell, right over the plate fastball, hit at the dead center, 417, home run, over 1.5 bases cashes. Luis Castillo earlier today, under 2.5 runs, did not give up a run against the Angels, won 100 pitches in 6 innings, so he was very good. This one really hurt. The Astros and the Athletics, under 8.5 runs, very bad start. I think it was 2-1 over after the first inning, but if there was no errors in this game, the under would have hit. They scored 9 total runs. The Astros put all of them up basically in the 7th inning. So that one did hurt. Yordan Alvarez, he did come through for us in the 9th inning, cashing that with a double in the 9th inning, over 1.5 bases. So we did get that one. Then Salvi tonight, he's been worthless out there. They've got 4 runs, but Salvador Perez, both at bats, grounded a double play. So really the Royals should be winning by more. Salvador Perez, the captain, has been a liability tonight. So hopefully he can pick it up and get over 1.5 bases in that game. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. 2-0 on the player prop so far. 8-2 start off the All-Star break. 4-1 on the game picks. 12-3 coming out of the All-Star break. That's exactly what we want. Hopefully the Royals give us a sweep tonight, and hopefully we can get another sweep today with these games. We're going to be looking at the Padres going up against the Nationals, and on Wednesday night, just a couple hours, not even an hour ago, really, I had to turn the game off because the Washington Nationals, I was tired of seeing my family get murdered inning by inning. I believe the score, it was like 11, maybe 12-3 whenever I turned it off after 4 innings in favor of the Padres. And I don't usually miss a Washington Nationals game. I had it on tonight because I had Profar, but Mitchell Parker, once again, he was horrible for us. And tomorrow, we've got Patrick Corbin on the mound. I'm going to take the over in this game of 8.5 runs as the play. Patrick Corbin, he's going to be back on the mound for the Washington Nationals. And surprisingly enough, this hasn't been our worst arm over the last couple weeks. It's definitely been Mitchell Parker. Patrick Corbin, though, is the highest paid player on this team still, coming in with a 5.36 ERA and a 1.49 whip on the season. He's been brutally bad. And over the last 5 games, he has given up 3+ runs in 4 of those 5 games. And I do like that to continue going up against the Padres in this one. Like I said just a little bit ago, the Padres already have double-digit runs on the Nationals on Wednesday night. So why not just put up double-digit runs once again on them Thursday night? They are getting a very good matchup against Patrick Corbin on the mound, so maybe they will put up double-digit runs once again. But just in case they don't do that, I do think the Nationals might be able to hit Dylan Cease just a little bit, who's going to be going for the Padres. And I've talked about Dylan a lot this season. I think he's a great strikeout pitcher. He just has a lot of problems getting himself out of innings. He can give you 5+, even 6+ innings as a starting pitcher, striking out double digits fairly easily. But he does give up about 2 or 3 runs nearly every game, it feels like. He is coming off back-to-back incredible performances against the Guardians and the Braves, striking out double digits in both games, giving up no runs in both games. But that has not been something we've seen a lot this season. Usually, he comes out in these games and gives up 2 or 3 runs. He's coming in with a 3.76 ERA, giving up 3+ runs in 6 of the last 10 games that he's been in. And with the guys on the mound, I think the over is the smart play here. If you want to take the Padres, go for it. They're probably going to score 5 or 6 on Patrick Corbin. The Nationals, they can find a way to get on the board, though, in this game, I do believe. So I'm going to take the over 8.5 runs here as the play. For the graphic play, we're going to take C.J. Abrams for this one, over 1.5 bases. CJ has been the best thing for the Nationals this year, and he does have a good batting average going up against left and right pitching. This is going to be a left against right matchup, and while Dylan has been good over the last 2 games, he has been giving up a lot of hits over the last 10 games. CJ Abrams, going up against right-handed hitting, has nearly all of his power numbers this season as well. 15 doubles, 3 triples, 12 home runs on the year. For a smaller guy, that's really good for the home runs. I think we're going to see some fireworks in this game with the over, and I like CJ Abrams to contribute putting up runs on the board himself. So I'm going to take the over here, 1.5 bases as the graphic play there. For the best play of the day, we are going to be looking at the Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. The Mets, they're currently battling it out in the Subway Series with the Yankees. They've got the lead right now. I think it's 5-2 or 5-3. I'm hoping they hold on to that and bring some momentum into this game. I'm taking the Mets on the money line at plus money in this spot as the play. I'm going to say something, and I want to make sure everybody knows it's with respect to any Atlanta Braves fans out there, but right now, your team, they're absolute dog water. There is no way that you should be a favorite right now for any team. You've lost 4 in a row. You're riddled with injuries. The Mets are by no means a great team this season, but the way they've been playing, they are much better than Braves right now, and we are getting a pretty decent matchup between the two teams on the mound. The Braves, the only chance they have in this game, I think, is if the Mets score under 3 runs, and they've got a shot with Charlie Morton on the mound. He has been pretty good for them this season, coming in with a 3.92 ERA, giving up just 1 run in the last game against the Cardinals, going 6 innings. But the problem with Charlie Morton this season has been his inconsistency, because he's had a lot of bad games this year, and that has contributed to his nearly over 4 ERA. Over the last 10 games, he has given up 4+ runs in 4 of those 10 games and 3+ runs in 6 of those 10 games. If he does that in this game, it's going to be over before it even starts, because I know the Atlanta Braves, they can't muster up any offense right now. Ozzie Albies is out of that lineup. Austin Riley, he's been a ghost this year. Everybody on that team, basically, besides Marcell Ozuna, has been performing worse than last year. And if they can't get any runs across the plate, they can't win this game. It's that simple. They are going to get a matchup going up against Luis Severino, who was very good in his last game also, giving up no runs to the Marlins, bringing in a 3.58 ERA. And just like Charlie Morton, he's just been a little bit too inconsistent, giving up over 4 runs in 4 of his last 10 games as well. But the big reason I'm going with the Mets in this game is because they've got the better bats. They're a top 10 hitting team this season against right-handed pitching, and the Atlanta Braves, with all their injuries, they haven't been able to score a lot of runs, and they're also now bottom 10 in baseball against right-handed pitching, hitting 234 as a squad. I'm taking the Mets in this game on the money line at plus money as the best play of the day. Let's take a look at the player prop on the screen. We're going to take Marcell Ozuna over 1.5 bases. Like I just said in the game breakdown, this has really been the only guy on this squad who's been performing normal or better than last season. He has been the best player all year long for them. He was a participant in the Home Run Derby this season at the All-Star break. And since then, over the first 5 games after the All-Star break, he's collected 7 total hits, including 3 games having multi-hit games. He's coming in with a 300 batting average, 306 on the season. And whenever he goes up against right-handed pitching, we see the power come out of this bat. He has 23 home runs, 13 doubles going up against right-handed pitching, hitting nearly 300 on the season on that side. And Luis Severino, he has shown to be inconsistent at times. So I do expect him to have a couple mistakes in this game. And if anybody on the Atlanta Braves is going to make an impact, it will be Marcell Ozuna. So I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases as one of the graphic plays for today. Let's go over to the best props of the day, and we're going to be looking at the batting prop first. The Orioles going up against the Marlins. Give me Jordan Westburg of the Orioles to go over 1.5 bases here. He's going to get a matchup going up against Roddery Munoz, and there's a lot to like about this pick. We're going to start with Munoz, who's coming into this game with a 5.14 ERA and a 1.39 whip. And the big thing that I really hate about this guy, and I hate about all of these pitchers, by the way, if they give up too many walks, I hate that. 29 walks already in 56 innings pitched. That doesn't really help my case for this game because I'm looking for hits, but how do you walk that many people at the major league level? Get your control in order. His control, it's been a problem all season long, and I do think it's going to be a problem in this game because we have seen him lose control and leave pitches out of the middle of the plate all year long as well. In the 56 innings this season, he has given up 15 home runs, and he might not give up a home run in this game, but I do think Jordan's going to have at least an extra base hit in this one. Jordan on the season against right-handed pitching, he's hitting 288, 18 doubles, 4 triples, and 11 home runs. And everything else you need to know in this game is right in front of you. The pitches that we're going to see in this one, going to be fastball, cutter, sinker, occasionally the slider. Jordan Westburg is the best player on the team for one of the best teams in the MLB at hitting the fastball and the cutter. He's hitting the fastball 320 this season, a plus 11 run value. He's hitting the cutter 379 this season with a plus 4 run value. We'll also have to look up the sinker because if he can hit all 3 of those pitches, we're looking at nearly 70% of everything that we're going to see in this game thrown at us, he can easily handle. And against the sinker this year, plus 3 run value, he's hitting at 250. The 3 pitches we're going to see the most tonight, Jordan Westburg is hitting those 3 pitches the best of anything on the year. Give me the over here, over 1.5 bases as the best batting prop of the day. For the pitching prop tonight, he's back. We're going to be looking at Clayton Kershaw making his MLB debut in 2024. And I'm going to take his under total outs as the play. I'm not sure what it's going to come out at because we don't have anything right now for him because we weren't entirely sure he was going to make his debut. But right now, it does say he's going to make his debut coming back from that shoulder surgery. And I really just wanted to talk about Clayton Kershaw. That's why I took him as the play. He is getting up there in age, and I read a lot of articles about his return. This is going to be it going up against the Giants. And there are some reasons that I do think Clayton Kershaw is going to be banged up in this game. For one, he hasn't pitched at the major league level in nearly a year coming off of that shoulder surgery, and he has multiple rehab starts in AAA. But we know those aren't the same. Even if you go look at the stats and the starts for him in AAA and AA, he hasn't been pitching very well. He gave up 4 runs the other night in the start before this one going up against the Giants. I like the under outs in this game because they're going to be extremely cautious with him on the mound. He has only made it to the 4th inning a couple times in his rehab starts, and they are going to be capping him out about 65 to 70 pitches. And the manager for the Dodgers, Roberts, he did say multiple times the most important part of this start for Clayton Kershaw coming back is getting him ready for October, not for getting him ready in the regular season. The only reason he's coming back right now is because the Dodgers have so many injuries in that rotation. Guys like Tyler Glasnow and Gavin Stone, they've been holding down the fort all season long, and they're starting to get overworked over the last 3 months. They need an arm, and Clayton Kershaw, he was projected to come back right now. It's a perfect time for him to come back, but I still don't think he's going to be able to succeed at the MLB level. The Giants, they do hit left-handed pitching very well, nearly 260 on the season, and they are one of the better teams in baseball against the fastball and the curveball. They aren't going to hit a lot of home runs in this game unless Clayton Kershaw just leaves them over the plate, but the Giants are a top 5 hitting team this season against left-handed pitching, and they're a top 5 team in walks taken against left-handed pitching. We're going to see a death by 1,000 paper cuts, as I don't think Clayton Kershaw gets out of even the 4th inning in this game. Give me the under outs for Clayton Kershaw whenever it comes out as the play. All right, let's go over to the MLB graphic recap here. We're going to take the Padres and the Nationals over 8.5 runs in that game. Patrick Corbin on the mound. C.J. Abrams over 1.5 bases going up against the Padres. Marcelo Zuna over 1.5 bases going up against Luis Severino on the Mets. We're going to take the Mets on the money line at plus money as the best play of the day. Jordan Westburg over 1.5 bases going up against the Miami Marlins. And then the Clayton Kershaw under total outs going up against the San Francisco Giants there. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Thursday, July 25th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.